Introducing cy.PIPES, a tool for VR developers. VR systems nowadays are great, but settling for only sight and sound in VR content is sometimes not immersive enough. The patent-pending design of cy.PIPES is all about helping you build your own 4D virtual reality system. At the university laboratory I work for, I build all manner of VR and AR experimental systems to run case studies and academic research. Adding environmental feedback like ambient heat, directional wind, or maybe even smells into a VR system has always been an uphill battle. This process usually involves selecting some sort of control mechanism like a PLC or wiring up a combination of microcontrollers, and most of our project time is spent writing custom drivers to bridge the gap between our computer graphics engine and the custom electronics we've selected for environmental feedback. Making it easier to attach simple fans or heat lamps to a VR system led me to develop cy.PIPES. Developing virtual reality content using the Unity engine with the Vive or the Rift has been the focus for cy.PIPES. I have taught students young and old how to build their own custom virtual reality experiences with cy.PIPES. Racing simulators, flight simulators, green energy training, historical tours of ancient palaces, or just relaxing virtual environments can all come to life when you add simple environmental conditions like wind or heat.
Yeah, go ahead and go in there.
Okay. I get the fan aspect of it. This is cool though, congratulations. So this is badass, right? So what you do is really cool.
This is the prototype back there for the control behind that fan there.
Alright, that's cool. No, that's very cool.
Thanks for trying it.
Oh no, it's cool. Appreciate it, man.
We were able to take our games, our levels to a whole nother stage, a whole nother bit of reality. So like I've got students in my class that are working on Unreal 4, Unreal 3, whatever engine we're working on. And they really have, they bring, a set of stories, they bring characters, all this stuff. They make this big immersive world, which you can stare into. They put on their Rift and then they experience the level. And then the cherry on top of this whole thing was the fact that like in the game, my favorite two examples are when there's a campfire. And when you walk into the campfire, what happens is that you start to feel heat on your face. Then the next thing was that they could look towards the forest or the seaside cliffs or somewhere. There were lots of different places where there would be wind. So we had Chauncey put several fans around the whole area. So people started to feel wind on their face, on their back, on their hair. The hair on their ears would tingle. I mean, they were there, and it really just kept people in. And the proof is in the pudding. We had multiple avenues to enjoy gaming with our Return of Etheria Part 3 gaming. But it was the pipe system and the Oculus Rift in our game that really had a line down the block.
Okay, cy.PIPES works like this. You start with a configured VR system in TrackSpace. You select and install any number of environmental feedback devices. I call these EFDs. EFDs are generally consumer-grade fans or heat lamps that you can pick up at retail or hardware stores. You mount these EFDs around your TrackSpace in any way you see fit. Next, you attach each EFD to an outlet on cy.PIPES. You can use more than one cy.PIPES unit easily to control more EFDs. There's no limit to the amount of cy.PIPES units you can use. They are designed to work as a swarm. Next, you connect network to each cy.PIPES unit and power them up by plugging them into a wall outlet. On your VR computer, scan the network and find all cy.PIPES units and put them in launch mode. To configure where your EFDs are, you can run a configuration tool that makes use of your VR headset. This part can be fun. Simply choose a channel to configure it. It will turn the EFD on that's plugged into the outlet that you selected. Next, you choose what type of EFD it is and drag the virtual icon over the real EFD. Repeat this process for each channel. And And that's it. Now it's configured and you're ready to build a VR application in Unity. Import the cy.PIPES Unity package, drag out the cy.PIPES prefab into your scene, place environmental effect sources in your scene like wind or heat sources, even change the intensity and ranges of the effects. Enjoy your virtual environment with environmental effects. cy.PIPES is a tool for VR developers. There are currently no commercial games supported, but you are certainly welcome to package cy.PIPES with your own VR content or mod existing games. And this brings us to the future of the cy.PIPES project. If you want to join in on the fun, pick up an early adopter kit here on IndiGoGo. It is your feedback that will drive me to add more features and make the system easier to use. The blue sky is the limit, and it should be fun to bridge the gap. I have made a lot of sacrifices over the last 2 years to refine the cy.PIPES system into a prototype that's useful for you. This campaign is all about sharing the first handmade cy.PIPES units with you. cy.PIPES is already in use as a research tool at 2 universities currently. I'm excited to share this tool with you here on IndiGoGo. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing what you can build.
For information about cy.PIPES, check back for updates on this IndiGoGo campaign or visit CYUTIL.io.